All right, all right.
We're talking
Okay,
golf.
sorry,
here.
we were talking golf and lack of sleep.
Pretty special night for Davin Mirkovic's comment on the game that he had.
Yeah, he dominated the first half. I thought it was. We talk about rebounding being kind of our daily vitamins and how you win. And he was dominant with 10 rebounds. It led to 17 points. As he put it, he said, it's like the ball was a magnet to his hands. But his effort, his tenacity was huge. In a half, we didn't shoot the ball particularly well, but still found a way to have a 10-point lead, and then to break the school record with 17 rebounds in an NCAA tournament game is pretty special.
How much of that is maybe perpetuated by the fact his family's in the crowd and it gives him maybe a little bit of extra motivation? Not that he needs any more.
Yeah, David doesn't need any motivation. It's great that they're able to see that, but he's. Merck does that every day in practice, and his teammates get to see that. We get to see that. So, to be honest, you're not surprised, but to do it on this stage in the NCAA tournament's pretty cool.
You mentioned, we follow up on this game. After the Michigan game, you made the point that he had some blows delivered to him, but tonight it looked like he was really taking that on his own and delivering blows himself.
Yeah, and that's what he's capable of doing is bringing some physicality to us, and I thought Tommy did as well. But it's a true gift when you're 6'9", 6'10", whatever he is, and 250 pounds, and like it. Like to get hit and like to deliver the first blow, and he does that at a pretty high clip. He enjoys that.
Brad, Ben Hummerkosh, you put him in the game. Zanoni gets going. You put him on him. You put him on power. His maturation and development as a defensive stopper. Can you talk about that?
It's one of the things that I'm extremely excited about for him in his future playing the game. Is he's not just a shooter. He's not just a scorer. He's a guy that has turned into a guy who can guard 1 through 5. Has for us his mobility, his athleticism, his length is something that allows him to be very, very effective. And Zanoni got going early and hit some tough twos. They were shots we wanted him to take were twos. We felt anytime he took a two, that meant Power wasn't taking a three. So, but Ben did a great job and making those very, very hard and very challenging.
Dre was saying that the work that he's most proud of that this team has put in is the stuff that's happening when none of us are around and making an impression and to help on game days. What does that say about his character and his work?
Yeah, I think everybody's genuinely happy for other success. And that locker room was bouncing off the walls for Merck tonight. And everybody's had their moments, and whether it was becoming a 1,000-point scorer in their career, they celebrate that, and they celebrate each other. And, it's been the key to our success all year. I believe that is how close a group this is, and no one's complaining about this or that. They're all pulling for each other, and that's been really, really nice to see.
Just about anything can happen in the tournament. We've seen that on day one. Here with some other games. Is it a confidence booster for you guys to handle your business like you did?
Yeah, it's always good to get the first one out of the way. I think it's hard. I think it's a hard game. I thought that, there's a lot of first, for these guys, and to go through that, and then you got some nerves, you've got some anxiety. It's a different stage. It's a team that's hot. It had one of the hottest players in the country coming in, and those are unnerving a little bit. But we settled in, and it's like I keep saying, it's a game of body blows, and you just have to keep delivering them over the course of 40 minutes, and be the team that plays the hardest, be the team that plays the toughest. I thought Penn played with great toughness and physicality, but I thought we matched that, and we're able to just keep delivering those blows.
Right, for Tommy to get going in the second half like that, kind of imposing his will a little bit. We know how good he is. He sacrificed for this team, but what would that mean to see him do that?
Well, I hope it gives them a great confidence boost. We'll see. We'll see all kinds of different defenses, and he's been very, very productive. When team switches, playing into post-ups, we took advantage of that a lot tonight with Merck. early, but and then if you play us in ball screen coverage, he's a guy that can really shoot it. So I was glad to see him find his way into both areas a little bit.
Late night / early morning. What's tomorrow look like for you guys?
Yeah, we're still working through that. I guess we just found out our 7:50 game time on Saturday, I guess. So, we'll go. It'll be a night to try to get some rest for us, and as coaches, we'll start diving in tonight, and we'll have some staff members that have already done some work on both teams that we had an opportunity to play, and then start looking at that and putting the game plan together. We'll have a light workout tomorrow at I don't know if we're back here or where we're at, but we'll figure out. I don't even know the times, to be honest, but we'll get some light work in, and then the best thing is Adam Fletcher and Justin Gaines doing their job to get guys recovered.
Just off the cuff, knowing how VCU came out and won their game, what do you know about that, or how do you have to prepare for that?
I don't know much. I don't ever get ahead, so I know they're very good. They've been very, very good for a long time. I don't call anything an upset. I know how good they are when you get in this tournament. I don't think there's a ton of them. But very impressive that they came from I don't know, 15 down or 19 down or 20 down, whatever it was, and found a way. So we know we're getting a very, very good basketball team who's going to be very tough to play on Saturday.
Keaton Wagler on the big stage for the first time handled it really well. Obviously, we've seen that all year. What is it about him where he just doesn't get rattled?
Yeah, he doesn't. And he just takes what the game gives to him. He missed some shots in the first half that I think he felt like he would make, and then he made them in the second. I think that they were very much trying to take him away from the ball, and that's fine when you've got 5 men like we do and that can handle it and pass it. When most teams have tried to do that, everybody else has found success, and so it's just it's who he is. He doesn't get rattled. He just plays the game, and he ends up with a heck of a night.
You talk about his.
Said that he fell in love with the rebounding when he got to Champaign. How much did you love watching him go get the ball tonight and play with that passion?
He was a pretty good rebounder back home, but I thought he could be the right piece for us. With the Twins, giving us that physical piece, and he's got great hands, and what you don't realize, if he gets a mitt on it, it's his, and he's got extremely strong hands, he's got extremely big hands, and it's just the tenacity. So as a coach that thrives on recruiting on rebounding, recruiting too, but on rebounding, I enjoyed watching him in the recruiting process, and then I love seeing it tonight.
Have you gotten a handle yet, pregame wise, when he's going to be on a heater, or he's going to have a good one, or is he just so goofy that you don't know?
I mean, he's you can usually tell in practice, and I mean, he's a 40% 3-point shooter. I mean, he's one of the better 3-point shooters in the country, and especially for his position. But I can usually tell in practice where he's at mentally in terms of being dialed in and focused. And tonight there were no distractions, and he was good in the last 3 or 4 practices, and that carried over.
You made shots in the second half, but did you make any other adjustments? You actually scored over 2 points per possession until there was 4 minutes to go in the game in the second half. I mean, that's rare.
Yeah.
Was it just making shots? Did you make any other adjustments there?
No, I mean, I thought Tyler did a great job of trying to exploit mismatches. We had them in a little bit of foul trouble in the first half, and then I thought it was when a guy gets it going like Merck did, we kind of kept the ball in his hands a little bit. We relieved Keaton a little bit of even handling the ball, let Merck handle it. And just do some different things. We got out in transition. Kylan got a couple of easy ones. Ben hit a few threes, and all of a sudden, anytime they did double us in the post, then it was kickouts to Keaton. And I think he had 3 or 4 threes on the night. So just taking what the game gave us.
We've seen Colin do it to a lot of different types of opponents, but what was key in him shutting down TJ tonight? Yeah,
he was one. I've been all over him because I think the power kid is as good a shooter as I've seen, and when a player is that hot, you've got to feel like that there's going to be some intent to go to him. I think when he goes left, he's not going to miss. I think that Kylan was dialed in to not let him do that. I thought Cam did a great job of getting our guys to show on ball screens when he came off of them or set them. And then Kylan was disruptive. His hands, his quickness, his tenacity, knocking balls away. All that becomes a little bit unnerving, and that's Kylan.
Jake's been in the starting lineup for a while now, and Andre coming off the bench. You still like what you're seeing from those two guys in those roles?
Absolutely. Jake didn't make shots tonight, but boy, Dre gives us a great lift off the bench, and I thought tonight, getting downhill, getting to the rim, applying some pressure on them in a different way other than post-ups, but with his driving ability. And again, you've got to respect Jake's three-point shooting ability. And then it's a different look with Dre coming in and his ability to drive the ball downhill.
That 11-0 run in the first half, not to pick nits here, but what would you see there, and how'd you guys adjust and guys settle in there?
Yeah, I mean, I think when you get to this, there's going to be some of those. Every team's going to have a run, in a good way and a bad way, and I felt great about our process the first half. They made what we called one money three, which is a 21% shooter stepped in and made it. I thought that we forced the right guys to shoot it. I thought that Zanoni hit a few, but they were twos that were contested in mid-range, and you're good with those. And then I thought we were dominant on the glass. So to me it was just about delivering body blows, and we kind of withstood it because we had some not so good offensive possessions, but I don't know, what were we at half? 2 of 5 from the free throw line. You got to make some of those to help stem that tide.
What gives you confidence with Kylan being able to guard a 6'8", 6'9" guy like you did last year with Cooper, and just put him on him and felt good about it?
Yeah, he's just done it to literally every position. He takes that challenge. He's got great